Do you like magic? Well, I love magic. In fact, most of us do. Now, you must be thinking, why am I talking about magic in a chemistry class? Because chemistry is a magical subject, isn't it? You mix two different chemicals and then you find a product which has properties very different from the previous two. So, that's exactly is magic, isn't it? And when we are talking about magic, can we forget a very magical character? That is Harry Potter. Now, in the story Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, what exactly was at the center of the entire thing? This particular stone, the Philosopher's Stone, isn't it? So, let's see a scene from the movie. Now, what do we see here? Well, we see that Harry is trying to protect something. It's a stone. Now, the question is, why is he so desperate to protect this stone? What's so special about this stone? Well, this particular stone is called Philosopher's Stone. Why is it so special? Because whoever possesses this stone can become immortal. And also, this stone has the capacity to convert any metal to gold, which is very precious. So definitely, Philosopher's Stone was something which everybody wanted to have in ancient times, because people in ancient times really believed that something like a Philosopher's Stone existed. And when they were not able to find one, they tried to make one. So in ancient times, people conducted several experiments to obtain Philosopher's Stone. And in the process, they were not able to find Philosopher's Stones as such, but they were able to find a number of elements. So there was one scientist called Henning Brand. Now, what did Henning Brand do? Well, he boiled the urine until he received a black residue, and in that he mixed some sand and heated it. And what he got was an interesting element which glowed in the dark, and this was the discovery of phosphorus. So Henning Brand discovered phosphorus in the laboratory, and this was the first element that was discovered in recorded history. Now you must be thinking, why do I mention recorded history? Because this was the first element which was discovered in a laboratory. But in human history, this was not the first element that was discovered. In fact, we know that there are several utensils and weapons from past that were made of copper, and from that we can infer that human beings knew about copper before any other element. But we only know about discovery of copper from different copper objects from past. So we do not know who discovered it and when was it discovered. Nonetheless, copper was the first element discovered by human beings. Now, ornaments and tools were made by heating and molding copper, and that is how we know that human beings had the knowledge of copper before phosphorus. But still, phosphorus is considered the first chemical element discovered by human beings because it was discovered in a laboratory, and we know who discovered it and when it was discovered. Now, apart from copper, human beings discovered many other elements during that time. Now, they also learned to mix these elements and get newer elements. For example, human beings combined copper and tin, that is, they melted copper, they melted tin, they mixed them together, and they got a new element or a new metal which is called bronze. Now, what was the advantage of bronze? Well, bronze was much stronger than copper and tin. So you see, by mixing two chemical elements, they got a third element which was much superior than the previous two. And what do we call this particular element which has been formed by combining two metal elements? Well, it's called an alloy. So whenever you mix two metals and you get a third one, it's called an alloy of the previous two. So bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. So human beings, even before they knew about laboratory and techniques, they were able to perform chemical experiments. So the history of chemistry goes far back in time. So we kept on experimenting with different chemical objects. So we started gaining the knowledge of chemistry from ancient times. So according to recorded history, the first element to be discovered was, what do you think? Well, it was phosphorus. So phosphorus was the first element to be discovered by human beings according to recorded history. Now, one more very good example of the application of chemistry is the iron pillar near Qutub Minar. So whenever you get an opportunity to visit Qutub Minar, to see this particular pillar. Now, why is this pillar so important? Well, it was made thousands of years back, but the iron has not rusted at all. There is no rust on the iron. How do you think is this possible? Because people in ancient times experimented with the chemical properties of this particular iron. Well, this type of iron contains phosphorus inside it. Although human beings did not know the exact name or composition of this particular item, that is phosphorus, but they knew that if they are able to make a coating of phosphorus on iron, then iron will not rust. So they started beating the iron until all the phosphorus came out and made a covering layer over the iron. And as a result, even today, this iron pillar stands as it is without rusting. So you see, application of chemistry is not new to us. Even in ancient times, we applied chemistry for many different activities. So, discovery of phosphorus was a very important discovery in our lives, because with the discovery of phosphorus, we started experimenting with a number of chemical compounds, and from these experiments we came to know about different types of elements that are around us, and we also learned to use these elements to make different types of products. So all the different types of products which we use today have been possible because we made such discoveries in the past, and that is why history of chemistry is very important for all of us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.